Managing Chronic Worry for the Parents of a Son or Daughter Battling Drug or Alcohol Addiction, Part 6. Learning to manage chronic worry is a process, and you're going to have to build a muscle. We can call it your resilience muscle, your emotional muscle, whatever you'd like to call it, but it's going to take time, dedication, work, persistence. You're going to need some accountability along the way. It's going to require some discipline. In this series, I'm giving out all these tips on things that you can do, but if you don't implement those things or some of those things, it doesn't help to know the tips. That means that you're going to have to go take action when you don't feel like it. And when you most don't feel like it, that's when you're going to have to force yourself to do it. That's where an accountability partner can come in and can help you, especially in the early going. There are a lot of times I don't feel like going to the gym, and I make myself go. Well, actually, my gym is here at home now, but I may not feel like working out on a particular day, but I make myself do it anyway. That's the discipline. It helps to have an accountability partner sometimes, a workout partner sometimes, to get me through certain things. So I recommend that you get an accountability partner for whatever things that you're trying to do to manage your worry. Find someone else in the same boat, and someone that will agree that they can hold you accountable, you can hold them accountable to doing the things that you need to do to manage your worry. And like I said, I'm giving out these tips, but you have to implement some of those tips in order to build that resilience muscle. On some of those days that I go work out that I didn't feel like working out, when I start working out, I still don't feel like working out. But most of the time, once I start, I'm glad I did. I start feeling better shortly afterwards. And almost without fail, every time I work out, I feel better both physically and emotionally once I complete the workout. Because now physically, those endorphins are being released, and the blood is rushing through my veins and to my brain, and I'm thinking more clearly, and I'm feeling better. All these positive neurochemicals are being released into my system, and I'm already feeling better physically, but emotionally I'm feeling better too, because I'm proud of myself, because when I didn't feel like doing something, I had the discipline to do it anyway. And so I feel better about myself. It's building my confidence, and that has really served me well through the course of my life. I'm sure that you will find it useful too. And keep in mind that I'm not just talking about physical exercise here. That can be one component of dealing, and certainly an important component of dealing with chronic worry. But I'm talking about all the other tips that I'm giving out to deal with chronic worry. I'm not saying you have to do all of them. Pick some of the ones that work for you, but be disciplined in implementing those tips, and that's where an accountability partner will come in. To manage chronic worry, one of the things that you're going to need to do is you're going to need to spend time doing fun things with family and friends that are fun for both you and them. You're going to need to spend quality time with people other than your son or daughter who's battling drug or alcohol addiction, doing something fun. And you may not feel like doing it in the moment. You may not be having fun when you start doing it. But that's, again, where that discipline is going to come in, where the accountability is going to come in, and you're going to need to force yourself to do that in the early stages until it begins to feel good. And when it's over, you're glad you did it. You feel better. You're having a better day. You're building those other relationships and keeping them good, because you definitely want to. It can be very easy for the family to crumble when you have a child who is suffering from drug or alcohol addiction, because some of the other relationships will suffer because that child is getting so much of the attention. I hope that helps. I'm sure it will if you will take my advice on that. Get an accountability partner. Pick some of the tips that I'm giving you, and begin to work on that. And if you don't know where to go find an accountability partner, I will tell you this. I am putting together an online group coaching program for parents who have a son or daughter battling drug or alcohol addiction. And part of that program is accountability. And I will assign accountability partners inside that group. There could be some other ways I could try to help connect people. I don't really have anything set up yet. But in the meantime, if you're interested in being part of that online group coaching program, you can reach out to me, and I will get you. You'll have to go through a process of an interview process to make sure that we're a good fit for each other, that you're a good fit for the program. And I want to be reasonably certain that you will be successful before I agree to bring you into that program. But if it's something that you're interested in, accountability, like I said, is one big piece of it. So anyway, find an accountability partner, one way or another, and begin implementing some of these tips that I'm giving you about managing your chronic worry, because that worry will affect your behavior, and your behavior will have an impact on your influence on the people around you, including your son or daughter who's battling drug or alcohol addiction. All right. Have a great weekend. Have a great day if you're watching this and it's not the weekend. And we'll talk to you later.